It's been a long time, Snake.
Damn, man, I can't believe it. When this game was dropped, I was like 5 years old, 4 years old. I was just a kid. I wasn't even going to school or kindergarten or anything. So I didn't own a PlayStation 1. 2-3 years after that, my brother got me a PlayStation 1 and I had the chance to play this masterpiece, this gem. And revisiting this after 26-7 years, it just blew my mind. When I was a kid and playing this, I wouldn't understand how good it is. My English wasn't good, I couldn't understand the story, and I wouldn't understand anything about the technical matters of the game. What now, after so many years when I play this, it's just crazy compared to other PlayStation 1 games. With the technology of then and the technical possibility of that time, this was something outstanding. It was just a big step ahead towards the improvement of the game industry. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Konami for sending me a free copy of this master collection, which is the 5 first entries of the Metal Gear franchise, and giving me the chance to be able to play this absolutely cool game after so many years on my PC. If you guys also want to play it, there's a link in my description. You can use it to go directly to the store page. And second, if you're old enough to know what I'm talking about, then you're my good friend. And if you're not, then stay tuned. I'm going to explain some stuff about this game so that you will be enlightened why I call this a masterpiece, especially given the fact it was a 1998 PlayStation 1 game. One of the things I loved about Metal Gear Solid was that it was pushing the limits. Given the technical possibilities and limits of that era, this game was introducing and bringing up new ideas and new ways, new mechanisms, new possibilities to make good. It was inspiring the developers and also the players. Look at this scene as an instance. How many PlayStation 1 games can you tell me that uses such details? Look how the water waves when the submarine is moving beneath it. Although the gameplay elements, the cutscenes, everything was one step ahead of the rivals by that time, and I understand it just now that I'm playing the game after more than 2.5 decades. Or something else that really satisfied me after playing the game after so many years was that it's not as clunky as playing some of the PlayStation 1 games now. For example, let's say Resident Evil 2. Let's go back and play it. It's a torture to move the character, but this game moves fast, moves smooth and quick, and after so many years, it's still playable, keeps up to the date, and that is lovely. Also, the story. Bro, what? Like, honestly, what? For that era, telling stories like this was a huge step forward. How many games do you know about PlayStation 1 that tell a good deep story with a background, given the fact that there were 2 games which were pixel games before this one, and they also gave a storyline? This one is following them and it's doing its job at best levels. There's so many stuff behind this story and you need to discover. And if you want to understand what is going on, you better know the background story. You better do a study before playing the game. Also, there's a section inside the game which tells you about the background story.
So, the snake's finally come out of his home. Are you ready now, my brother?
Why are you calling me brother? Who the hell are you?
I'm you. I'm your shadow.
What?
Some of the other cool stuff about the game is that it breaks the fourth wall. Have you ever heard about breaking the fourth wall? It's breaking there's like an imaginary wall between the audience and the show, the game, the movie, whatever. And when that wall is broken and the player, the actor, the actress, the game character gets directly connected to the person who's watching or playing, it's breaking the fourth wall. So this game does it. For example, in what the case is, you need to find a frequency by looking at the physical disc, at the back of the physical disc package to find that frequency. It doesn't give it to you inside the game, or if I'm not mistaken it does, but after some time. But that was really cool. And there's also something else. There's this boss fight. His name is Psycho Mantis, and he tells you that he can read your mind, and it also breaks the fourth wall. He asks you to put your controller on the floor, and he shakes your controller and tells you, I'm moving your controller. And also, you will not be able to touch this guy. He will evade everything unless you change the port of your controller. This was really cool. How many games can you name by then who wrote up such cool ideas? Anyway, if you're an old enough person to revisit the game, or if you're younger to play it for the first time, I recommend playing the game to both of you. It will bring up some cool memories for those of you who have played it before, and for those of you who haven't, it will give you some good idea about how the games were back then and how a good game would look back then. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, which includes the first 5 entries to the game, is currently out, and you are able to purchase and play it. If you want to, don't forget to use the link in my description. You can go directly to the store page and play the sequels too, which are improved in graphics and gameplay and stuff. This is the first 3D entry of the game. So it is really cool. I really recommend it to you, and I hope you do play it and enjoy it. You're going to experience some innovative and creative boss fights which were crazy, mind-blowing for back then, and you'll have a good time. Anyway, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for clicking on my video and watching it. This is a video which is not typical on my channel. It's mostly about For Honor, but I've decided to do more games because it always bothers me to get stuck to one single game. So if you are watching this so far until here, you, yes, you sir, you lady, I'm so appreciative, because this is a video which is not related to my channel, but you have still watched it because of me, and that means a lot. It's priceless. Thank you so much. And if you are hearing this, please leave a comment for me and let's talk. I'm going to be so thrilled to talk to you, to audience like you who are kind of loyal to the channel. Thank you. I hope you buy this game and play this game and enjoy it. And yeah, that's it. I'm out.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.